I woke up with a taste of your name on my tongue, like cheap wine burning slow in the sun. The room still smells like promises we broke. Your shadow dances in the trail of smoke. I swear I hear you laugh in every crack of the floor. You said love was a gamble, I bet on my soul. Played my heart like a jukebox, swallowing coins. Your hands were warm, but your eyes were cold. You kissed me like a story already told, and I kept reading even knowing the end. They warned me about men who drink and disappear, about nights that turn to months then years. I wore your lies like my favorite dress, stitched with hope and second guesses. Now it hangs in the closet with my regrets. I tried to wash you out with midnight tears, but pain don't drown, it just learns to swim. Every street sings your goodbye song. Every bar knows where I went wrong, and the mirror don't lie, it just grins. My mama said, girl, don't chase the dark, but you were a flame and I was the spark. I burned myself just to feel alive. Set fire to the truth, let the good things die, just to keep you warm for one more night. Now love tastes bitter like yesterday's gin. I toast to the mess that I'm still in. If healing's a road, I miss that train. I keep walking circles through the same pain, calling it fate instead of your name. So here I stand in my blackened shoes, singing blues I never choose. If loving you was my favorite sin, I'd do it again. Let the darkness win and crawl back to the smoke in my veins. Your love hit me soft like a velvet knife, cutting slow through the middle of my life. You whisper forever with a crooked smile, then vanished on me for a little while. Came back smelling like lies and cheap perfume. I learned your footsteps by the sound of fear. Every time the clock hit somewhere near, you'd swear this time you were gonna stay. I believe you anyway, like faith was something I could fake. The bottles lined up like they knew my name. Each one promised to numb the shame. I drank to forget, I drank to remember. Every lonely October, every cold December. You were the habit I couldn't break. They say love should lift you off the ground, but you just kept dragging me down. I traded peace for a wild ride, wore my pain with drunken pride, called it passion, called it fate. Ooh, I couldn't break. To trust, I learned to smile through the ache, to laugh while everything breaks, a talent I wish I never learned. Now the city hums like a tired tune, neon lights in a lonely moon. I dance with ghosts in empty bars, talking to strangers about who you are, like they'd understand what you stole. So take your love and your velvet goodbye. Leave me here, I won't ask why. I'll stitch myself from broken nights, learn to live without your lies, and wear my scars like diamond rings. The piano cries when I touch the keys, like it knows all my secrets, all my pleas. I tried to scream, but the sound fell flat, so I whisper my pain into my head and let the silence sing me home. We used to laugh in the afterglow, when love was fast and the drinks were slow. Your hand in mine, my head in the clouds. Now I drink alone in a quiet crowd, still saving you a seat. I packed your name in a cardboard box, labeled it memories and never locked. Every time I swear I'm finally done, your ghost shows up just to have some fun, dancing where my peace should be. They say I'm better without your flame, oh, but warmth don't come without the pain. I try clean sheets and honestly, but your chaos runs too deep, it hums beneath my skin. The mirror asks me who I am, I answer with a shaking hand. I used to be brave, I used to shine. Now I just cross another line, calling survival living. So I walk myself back into the dark, where broken hearts leave their marks. If loving you was my disease, then loneliness is my relief. At least it never lies. I don't need tears, I don't need proof. I burned our story down to truth. No more begging, no more fights. I fold myself into the night and go back to the silence. Some prayers hang over my head. I walk these streets like they know my sins. Every bar opens, pulls me in, calling my name with a broken grin. Oh, I sin. I swing my hips to a sad trombone, dancing like I'm not alone. Your memory steps in every beat, like high heels stepping down the street, keeping time with my regret. The bartender knows my order by heart, pours me courage, pours me dark. I say I'm fine, I say it's smooth like lying, something I was born to do. Another lie dressed up as charm. We love fast, loud, and out of tune. Burn the night, ignore the moon. You said I was too much to hold. I said you were afraid of gold. Truth was, we were scared of The saxophone cries what I won't say about all the ways I begged you to stay. I played strong, I played tough, but strength was never quite enough to keep you from the door. Shadow drinks beside me still, pays the tab with stubborn will. I toast to love that didn't last, to future dreams stuck in the past, and nights that won't forgive. So let the neon mourn my name, let it flicker, let it shame. I walk home with aching feet, humming heartbreak down the street, till morning finds me home. I wake up choking on the things I said, words like ashes in my mouth and head. I try to blame the one, the night, but truth don't hide behind them lights. It waits for me in dawn. I loved you wrong, I loved you loud, I loved you just to feel unproud. I needed chaos to feel real, needed wounds I couldn't heal, so I chose you every time. My hands still shake when I tell the truth, like honesty is something new. I learned to scream instead of speak, to act strong when I felt weak, to quit. They clapped for me when I fell apart, called destruction art, but no one saw the quiet cost, the little pieces that I lost trying to entertain the pain. I blamed your leaving on my soul, said I was born without control, but some fires I fed myself, watched them burn my mental health and called it destiny. Nothing left to prove, no audience, no excuse, just me and all the mess I made, all the debts I never paid, staring back in silence. If love returns, I'll let it slow, let it breathe, let it grow. No more ashes on my tongue, no more damage just for fun. I owe myself that much. I slept in my makeup, dreams smeared thin, woke up wearing yesterday's sins. The sun came up, I stayed in bed, counting all the things I never said to you, to me, to God. My black dress hangs like a second skin. It knows where I've been, where I've given in. I wear it proud, I wear it sore, like armor I can't take off anymore. Protection made of pain. You loved me loud when the lights were low, but disappeared when I started to glow. You said I changed, I said you lied. Truth is we both learned how to hide behind our favorite excuses. The phone don't ring and that's okay. Silence finally learned my name. I used to fear being alone, now I fear letting someone in. Funny how that turns. I made a home out of broken nights, out of wrong turns and ballroom lights. I called it living, called it free, but freedom shouldn't hurt like me. That lesson took its time. If love comes back in a sober form, not dressed as chaos, heat or storm, I might let it sit, I might let it stay. I'm tired of burning just to feel okay, tired of bleeding pretty. So I step outside in the morning black, not running forward, not looking back. I breathe myself into the day, not healed but standing anyway. That's enough for now. breaking down, when my smile shakes, when I nearly drown. They call it real, they call it raw, but pain ain't something to applaud. It's just pain. I sang my sadness into gold, let strangers hold what I couldn't hold. They clap along, they knew the tune, but nobody stayed when the curtain fell and the room went quiet. You said, baby, you're my kind of mess, like chaos was a compliment. I mistook being wanted for being loved, mistook destruction for enough, a lesson learned too late. I don't wanna be your tragic song, the one you play when nights feel long. I don't wanna be the girl who fades so you can feel a little saved by loving broken things. I stitch my heart with shaking hands, no promises, no master plan, just thread made out of self-respect, something I'm still trying to protect from old habits. If I fall again, I'll fall alone. No stage lights, no microphone. I'll rise quiet, rise unseen. No drama, no in between, just truth. So keep your tears, keep your tears. I've paid enough with wasted years. I'm done performing all my scars. No applause for who we are when we're in pain. I poured another night into a glass, hoping this one would pass me fast. But the mirror watched me sipping light, said, girl, you know damn well why you still here. Whiskey doesn't miss me when I'm gone, it just waits patient till I'm numb. I thought it loved me, held me tight, but it only steals tomorrow night and calls it comfort. You used to say I drank too deep, like pain was something I should keep, but you were gone before the dawn. choice feels louder than my will. I don't need a fate tonight. I don't need to lose this fight just to feel. So if I leave this drink untouched, it's not because I'm stronger much. It's just I finally see whiskey never loved me like I need. Loved you like a curse I chose, like broken glass between my toes. Every step hurt, but I stayed afraid of peace, addicted to pain that felt familiar. You didn't have to raise your head, your silence did what it planned. It taught me how to beg in rooms where love had already moved out long ago. I kept forgiving what you broke, calling your cruelty a joke. If love was blind and I was deaf to every warning screaming left in my head. They asked me why did I leave, like staying was easy for me. Some hearts confuse abuse and need when loneliness is all they see. Yeah, it's true. I wrote your name in every song, blame myself when things went wrong. But love shouldn't feel like war, or like you're dying to be sure you matter. Now I say your name without a sting. It's just a word, not everything. The curse is breaking slow but real. I'm learning how not to need you for love. If I ever love again, it won't be sharp, it won't be thin. It won't demand I lose myself to prove I'm worthy of its help. I swear. Midnight found me wide awake. No glass to hold, no rules to break. Just the sound of my own mind running circles, falling behind, learning how to sit with it. I used to fear these quiet hours, thought silence stole my power. But noise was just a cheap disguise for all the truths I wouldn't try to face alone. inside my phone like a loaded gun I've never thrown. Some nights I touch it just to feel how close I am to making deals with my past. Sobriety ain't clean or proud. It's ugly, shaky, far too loud. It asks me questions I can't dodge, makes me stand without the fog or excuses. I miss the girl who danced on fire, but not the cost of that desire. She was brave, but she was tired, confused, being loved with being admired by strangers. Now I breathe through every wave, no miracle, just being brave. I don't feel strong, I feel aware, and that feels rarer somehow. So if I make it through the night, clear-eyed, holding on the line, it won't be loud, it won't be seen, just me choosing not to bleed at midnight. I'm learning love without the rush, without the need to self-destruct. No siren screaming in my chest, no chaos wearing a dress, calling itself passion. I used to think calm and bored, that peace was something to ignore. But maybe safety's not a cage, maybe growing up is brave in its own way. I don't need someone to save me or prove how hard they crave me. I just want hands that stay when I don't shine, when I don't play the broken mute. The broken muse. You don't have to hurt to care. You don't have to bleed to be there. Love ain't loud, it doesn't fight, it doesn't vanish every night and call it fate. I still flinch when voices rise, still expect the goodbye lies. Healing doesn't erase the scar, it just stops deciding who you are every day. If you come close, come slow, let me learn what trust should know. No games, no tests, no fear, just honesty that stays sincere in daylight. tired eyes, ain't losing fight. She looked like hell, but she stood tall, carrying blame for it all, like it was hers to hold. She loved too hard, she stayed too long, confused being needed with being strong. She made mistakes, she called romance, gave broken men too many chances and called it home. I used to hate her for her scars, for every time she fell apart, but she survived what tried to end. Her story didn't stop back then. It been nobody taught her how to leave when love hurt more than it should be. Nobody told her peace was real, or that she didn't have to kneel to feel chosen. So I forgive her shaky hands, her desperate nights, her bad demands. She did the best she knew to do with all the pain she stumbled through alone. I thank her for her broken songs, for teaching me where I belong. Not in the arms that pull me down, but in myself here now, standing. I don't erase her, I let her stay. Just no longer lead the way. I hold her close, but I move on. I forgave the girl I was. I don't need to scream to be heard, don't need to bleed into every word. I've learned the strength of closing doors, of not explaining anymore my peace. There was a time I filled the room with noise, with smoke, with cheap perfume. Afraid if I went still, I'd disappear against my will into nothing. But quiet taught me how to breathe, how not to beg, how not to need it. Showed me I was whole before I played a broken role for love. I walk away without a scene, no shattered glass, no gasoline, just a calm I never knew, a strength that finally grew in silence. I don't chase highs that cost me lows, don't romanticize my ghosts. They can knock, but I won't fold. I've outgrown what I used to hold as true. Ooh. So here I stand, no crown, no fight, no need to prove my inner light. I don't shine loud, I don't devour. Quiet is my power now. I fold my heart like an old letter, not to forget but to feel better. The night exhales what I can't say. Ash falls soft at the end of the day and settles where you used to be. The room is quiet, the glass is clear, no ghosts laughing in my ear. Your shadow fades from every wall, not dramatic, just small, like all things that end. I loved you loud, I loved you wrong, I carried you far too long. But love isn't meant to bruise or make you lose your own name. The piano hums a gentle key, not for you, but for me. A slow goodbye dressed as grace, no tears running down my face, just breathing. I used to burn to feel alive, cut my soul just to survive. Now I keep the fire low, enough to live, not overflow or destroy. If your name crosses my mind, I'll let it pass, be kind. No hate, no fight, no storm, just a quiet, distant form of what was. So here I stand in fading smoke, not broken, not a joke. The last light stays soft but true. I walk away, not from love but from you.